Welcome to the Burrow. It's your host, Lala Bunny, head trader at Bimbo Trading Academy. And the topic of today's video is the man in the arena. Now, this was a speech given by Theodore Roosevelt, known as Teddy Roosevelt. He was a former president of the United States. The speech was given on April 23rd in 1910 in Paris. And Oh, actually, the title of the speech is Citizenship in a Republic. But then this passage called Man in the Arena, it's a really famous passage. So you may have heard it before. I'm going to read it. And the reason is for people who either have never heard it before or just need a reminder. And this applies to me at this stage in my life. It's always something the first time I heard this, I totally vibed with it because even though I'm probably not a fan of Teddy Roosevelt for he had like policy issues that I don't agree with. But this speech, like I kind of want it framed in my house. It's just such a great again, it's like a segment of a larger speech, but it's so good. And I used to think about it with sports and weightlifting, but now that I'm doing YouTube and trading stocks and I'm really putting myself out there in the world, even more than ever, this applies. So I hope it helps you. I'm going to read it now. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. So well written, so well spoken. The takeaway: someone who is heavily involved in a situation that requires courage, skill, or tenacity may stumble, but they deserve more admiration than a person sitting on the sidelines watching and criticizing, for they dared to try, and that in and of itself is commendable. So, a quick history fact: Nelson Mandela gave a copy of this speech to the captain of the South African rugby team before the start of the 1995 Rugby World Cup, in which the South African side eventually defeated the heavily favored All Blacks of New Zealand. And in the film, based on those events, the poem Invictus was used instead. So they didn't even use this in the film, but in real life, Nelson Mandela passed along this very impressive speech. And fun fact, LeBron James has "Man in the Arena" written on his shoes. So I hope this sticks with you and you really have time to chew on it, process it, and think about what it means in your life. So basically, it's really saying that even if you stumble and people are laughing at you, at least you dared to try. And if you keep at it, you can achieve something great. Happy trading.